What's going on, everybody? Spencer Scott Holmes here, hoping your workouts are going fantastic. Well, I'm just out at the lake right now, gonna do another little micro mini workout. I'm gonna work on just legs, body weight legs, that is, because sometimes that's all you need. It's great to have weights, and I know that does make it a lot easier in a sense, because when you do body weight legs, you got to go for a lot more reps, a lot more focus, and really drive that intensity hard. So it's a catch-22 sort of thing, but it's not saying that you can't make good athletic style legs, real functional ones, and just really pump them up full of blood and get a good workout out of it. Whether you're doing just, short rep kind of pump sets on squats, you can do lunges, walking lunges, reverse lunges, Hindu squats, or I always like to refer to them as Final Fantasy VII squats because that's where I learned about them, was from Cloud. You got all sorts of great choices there. If you want to lay on the ground, you can always do bridges, get the hamstrings worked. And then, of course, if you add in just a little bit of equipment, whether that be a suspension strap or something, you can make quite a bit happen with just body weight legs and nothing else. And if anything, it's a great kind of cardio workout where you're not moving anywhere, you're just standing in place and just really pumping out the reps. But yeah, it's too good of a day not to get an extra workout in, so I'm gonna get to it. Classic style, just regular wide stance squats, body weight, just pumping them out here and so on like that. And the whole point is just to work real hard in that light little short range of motion, get a lot of focus going. I like to combine them with doing the Hindu squats, also referred to as Final Fantasy VII squats for those who know. But these ones are nice because they kind of, if you get the wide squats for doing like the outside and the glutes and your kind of power muscles, this one right here just hits the thighs just a little bit more, getting a little bit more focus onto them. Sometimes I lose my balance on them as well too, and that's okay. You go up on your toes, and if you kind of feel like you're gonna fall over, just sit back on the heels there, get your balance going and then get back in that groove. But these are the ones that, yeah, they work fantastic. You can do them anywhere, and they hit so many different things. Then also, if you want to work on close squats with just a little bit of elevation, sometimes I'll just find something like a rock where I can just lift my heels up just a fraction, which makes it easier if you got long legs like myself. If you got those kind of runner's legs, this really helps out. Or if not, it's quite tough to get into a nice close squat. And even still, it's a challenge. But boy, does that hit the quads really well, and that's the thing. Just come in and just really focus on it. Feel it. That's like one of the most important parts, is if you just get the feeling going and just get the intensity rocking and rolling. And then, of course, you can never go wrong with lunges, and I'm just doing the step back kind, pumping out the reps and so on like that. Once again, short range of motion, but really hitting it hard, Get a little bit of balance issues too, but that's okay. It's all work in progress and so on like that. If you got like a straight path to go, you can always do walking lunges, which, if there was probably one leg exercise out there that I think would be my all-time favorite that covers everything, it's really the lunge. And you got so much variety. You got the walking lunge, you got the single lunge, you got lunges off steps and so on like that, like a Bulgarian split lunge. There's so many different things you can do with it, and they're fantastic. Right here, just getting a little bit more regular wide stance squats in, doing the prisoner style ones with the arms up, getting a little bit of extra tan going on the underarms. It always needs it. But a lot of times I'll just rotate back and forth between just the different variables of legs when I'm doing calisthenics, body weight only stuff. It adds variety and then just gets that intensity going too. And take a short breather in between and then keep going. And then today I'll finish off with a little bit of calves. Generally, I like to have something to hold on to when I'm doing my body weight calf exercises, or just any calf exercise in general, just so you don't have to focus on the balance aspect. You can just hit it hard and, just drive force into there. But once again, another one too, that there's multiple ways to do it. You can do it off a step. You can just do it off flat ground. You can go kind of fast, do the pump kind of style. And then I like to, after I've gone for many, many reps, I'll start doing the thing where I'll go slower and just start squeezing the living daylights out of the calves and just really focusing on it. But a lot of variety that you can have on the body weight stuff. You just got to get creative with it and just knock out those reps. Well, there we go. There's just a quick little body weight leg exercises out here at the lake. Probably only took me about 15 minutes or so. Just a nice short micro workout here. Just hitting all the good parts as well as can be, getting a burn going, and yeah, putting the intensity into it. That's the most important part, is just getting that intensity whichever way you have to do it. If you got weight, you can always load that on, but if you're just doing body weight, we'll just get it in with the reps, the real constant tension, and just really hit that leg muscle hard. You can still get a pretty darn decent leg workout, and then of course you can do it anywhere. That's probably the best part about it. You literally need no equipment. You just need some form of ground, and I'm assuming you got that. So whether you're doing it just literally at the park, in a hotel, at your house, outside, on the trail, doesn't matter. You can always just get some leg blood pumping, get a fun workout in, and just enjoy it. But till next time, I hope your workouts are going fantastic, and I'll see you some other time.